The story begins with the city in chaos as people flee in panic while buildings are destroyed. Iron Man overhears people panicking outside and urges his AI Jarvis to speed up preparing his suit. Once fully geared up, he heads out and learns from Jarvis that a tight cluster of meteors is entering Earth's atmosphere and is heading straight for the eastern seaboard. Upon further analysis, the giant cluster of meteorites appears to be from an explosion on a nearby planet. Realizing the situation's urgency, Iron Man calls the rest of the Avengers to assemble. Thor leads the charge and uses his powers to decimate the meteors hurtling towards Earth and gloats that, quote, "Stones from the sky are no challenge for Thor." Hulk tells Thor to sit this one out so he would have more stuff to smash. Hulk quickly jumps onto the meteors and starts smashing them one by one. When he falls off the meteor, Iron Man catches him and tosses him back at it. When Hawkeye shoots them one at a time with his arrows, Captain America claims he could use the backup and uses the Quinjet's weaponry system to destroy them. Hawkeye notices that Captain America missed one and chases after it with his jet. He destroys it by smashing his jet into it and jumps off before it explodes. He then calls for help as he quickly plummets to the ground. Falcon comes in for the save but warns him that their landing will hurt as they crash. Still feeling the pain from that sudden crash landing, they both look up to find yet another meteor heading straight at them when Black Widow arrives and destroys it with her car. While they were joking around at how they seemed to save each other, they were suddenly taken aback by a colossal meteor still heading for Earth. Jarvis informs Iron Man that a Class Z meteorite has just entered the atmosphere, which it calls an Earth Killer. Iron Man claims those are two words he never wanted to hear together. With that said, the Avengers quickly jump on to stop it. Thor and Hulk start smashing it while Iron Man tries to push it back and give them enough time to destroy it entirely. Hulk is then thrown off by a piece of the meteor that separates from it. Iron Man apologizes to the team, claims that this is too big of a hurdle to overcome, and wishes that they had more power. When everything seems bleak, Iron Man notices something unusual is happening to the Earth's killer meteor. The meteor suddenly blows into millions of tiny pieces as a bright light covers the sky. Thor wonders if this was Iron Man's doing. Iron Man tells him he's capable of such a feat even on his best day. Black Widow notices a peculiar man, later revealed to be Hyperion, standing atop the rubble. Hyperion flies off, but not before he winks at them. Iron Man goes over the intel they gathered on Hyperion at the tower. Hyperion has been earning quite a reputation for saving people around the world. Thor claims he's quite impressed, which Hulk comments as just another, quote, "pretty boy in a cape." Falcon says he's been analyzing Hyperion for weeks and claims his powers are the real thing. Based on his analysis, Hyperion is known to have heat vision, invulnerability, super strength, and flight, to name a few of his abilities. Hawkeye says it's about time they meet this Hyperion face to face, claiming they needed someone like him in the Avengers. Black Widow joins their conversation and asks them if Hyperion even wants to become an Avenger, or what motivates him to help others. Captain America claims that ideally people answer the call for help when they can. Although Black Widow agrees with him, she worries about who would be brave enough to refuse the man who saved the world single-handedly. The next day, Wrecker ambushes an armored car when Iron Man and Captain America arrive to apprehend him. Out of nowhere, Hyperion throws a manhole cover at Wrecker and throws him at the truck. He then lifts the armored truck, but Captain America tries to stop him, saying there are still people inside it. Hyperion then warns while smashing the vehicle around him that he wouldn't miss next time, leaving Wrecker scared for his life. Iron Man tries to stop him, insisting they need to talk, but Hyperion blew away. J. Jonah Jameson from the Daily Bugle reports positively on the upcoming hero Hyperion. Captain America changed the title while Hawkeye was still watching it, clearly showing a little animosity against him after their earlier encounter. Captain America claims that finding him should be their top priority. Falcon shows up and claims he knows where he is after explaining that Hyperion shares the same energy signature as the meteorite dice. Thor cuts him off and asks where he is when they suddenly feel the ground shake, to which Iron Man suspects he is right on top of them. When they checked outside, Hyperion's base appeared floating on top of New York City. The Avengers flew towards Hyperion's base, intent on talking to him, and found him sculpting a statue with his heat vision. When Falcon makes a joke about how he needs to work on his decorating skills, Hyperion explains that image is critical. He claims that it's all about first impressions, like dealing with villains, striking fear into the hearts of his enemies before even hitting a punch. Seeing Hyperion respond to something, Falcon whispered, suggesting he also has super hearing. Hyperion claims he's thrilled to meet the team finally and has admired their work. He explains that their abilities are impressive and wide-ranged, from stealth, technology, and even unbridled strength. The team feels uneasy after seeing themselves on the screen where Iron Man confronted Hyperion for spying on them. Hyperion claims that he knows they have been studying him too, making them even. He explained that he wanted to know who he was dealing with before he made contact. Although he was pretty impressed with the Avengers, Captain America claims the feeling is not mutual. He explains that Hyperion's methods are severe and dangerous, and with that kind of power, it can make people very scared. When Hyperion wondered what Captain America meant with his words, Iron Man explained that they wanted to know who he was and where he came from. Hyperion explains that he came from a far-off planet. He claims that although different from Earth, it has the same challenges regarding villainy, corruption, and war. He tried to fix it, but in the end, the corrupt people of his world wound up destroying the planet. He could do nothing, and he barely escaped from the explosion. He says that all that remains of his home is in the Citadel, where he intends to use the technological advancements from his world to save Earth. In the middle of their conversation, Hyperion hears screaming from a distance. He excuses himself to deal with it personally and asks the Avengers to make themselves at home. Hyperion finds Wrecker up to no good again. He says that even after being given a chance at rehabilitation, Wrecker refuses to change. Hyperion claims that he's a stain on the planet and that he will exterminate him. When he fires his heat vision intent on killing the criminal, Iron Man interferes and comes in between them. Saving Wrecker, Iron Man gets blown away by the attack, and he falls off the New York bridge. Hulk catches him and carries him back to the bridge. Hyperion warns Iron Man not to get in his way next time. Captain America attacks him with his shield when Hyperion tries to finish the job. Hyperion is confused about why they are standing against him. Captain America explains that the Avengers don't take lives, but they save them. He tells him that as heroes, they do not decide the punishments for criminals. That's what the law is for. They are no better than the criminals they apprehend if they do not follow the law. Iron Man asks Hyperion to stand down, but instead he is enraged. Hyperion claims the same thing is happening as it was on his planet. He says that if the Avengers are not part of the solution, then they are part of the problem. When Hyperion starts attacking them with his heat vision, Iron Man tackles him in the air and shoots him at point-blank range. Hyperion fights back and blows Iron Man away. Hyperion's attack destroys one of the bridge's support beams, which Thor quickly catches to prevent it from collapsing. Captain America orders Falcon to get Wrecker to safety while Black Widow and Hawkeye evacuate the civilians. As Hyperion picks himself up, he claims peace through force is the only course that works. Out of nowhere, Hulk charges at Hyperion and they both fall into the water below. Hulk pinned him underwater, but Hyperion used his heat vision to break free and smashed him into the ocean floor. Iron Man helps Thor by replacing the missing support beam with a bus, sending Thor to fight Hyperion. Thor attacks him with a lightning bolt, but it is ineffective against Hyperion, who then fights back and blows him against a satellite with his heat vision. The people flee from the scene, scared of getting caught in their battle. Hyperion tries to calm them down, claiming he brings law, order, and peace. Suddenly, a boy throws a rock at Hyperion, who is angry at him for hurting Hulk. Furious, Hyperion grabs the kid by the shirt, intent on making an example out of him. Captain America saves him by throwing his shield at Hyperion while Falcon catches the boy from falling. Captain America then tells him this is his last chance to stand down. Hyperion claims that this reminds him of his home planet, which told him it was his last chance to, but he showed them. Iron Man realized what he meant and asked Captain America to distract him. Falcon uses blinding bombs on Hyperion, which takes him by surprise. But Hyperion quickly catches up to him and rips off Falcon's wings. Hawkeye saves him from falling with one of his trick arrows. Having the civilians evacuated, Hawkeye and Black Widow then shoot Hyperion with everything they've got. Hyperion breaks free using his heat vision when they thought they had him restrained after freezing him. Out of nowhere, Captain America knocks him down with his shield, but Hyperion quickly gets back up and jumps at Captain America, pinning him to the ground. Captain America explains that what he sees as weakness is what makes humans strong compared to him, who has power, but it blinds him from what is right. Hyperion wonders why they keep fighting the inevitable when he realizes it is all a distraction. While Iron Man gains access to Hyperion's citadel, Captain America quickly warns him that Hyperion is on his way and urges him to be quick. Iron Man asks Jarvis to hack into the citadel while he buys him time. Iron Man wonders why Hyperion chose Earth, because it was weak and needed saving. Iron Man recklessly attacks Hyperion, missing. It was later revealed that Iron Man calculated this attack to hit the stabilizers. This enraged Hyperion, who charged at Iron Man and punched him to the ground. He then smashed Iron Man against a wall, giving Jarvis enough time to complete the download. Once done, Iron Man confronts Hyperion with the truth of what happened on his home planet. Iron Man claims that Hyperion intends on enslaving Earth as he did to his planet after driving them to fear and desperation. Hyperion defends himself, saying he tried to offer them something, but they refused. When they wouldn't listen to him, he decided to destroy the planet. Realizing words are not enough, Hyperion plans to take out Iron Man, but the Avengers arrive and Hawkeye shoots an arrow at him. Hawkeye claims it was a distraction arrow when asked if it was one of his trick arrows. Outside, Thor gathers enough strength to take Hyperion in one hit while Hulk catches him and smashes Hyperion to the ground. Having taken out Hyperion, the Avengers recuperate from their injuries at a local diner. Hawkeye regrets how Hyperion's acting deceived him. Black Widow claims that power can be seductive when Hulk wonders where they're keeping Hyperion. Iron Man shows up and claims it will be a while before he gets to fight him again. He then shows everyone a video of Hyperion in a cell, shouting to release him. Hyperion claims that a time will come when the world needs him. Thor throws his hammer at the TV, claiming they only need him when the Avengers are no longer there to defend Earth. The end. Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos and make sure to subscribe and tap that bell icon to be notified about our latest videos. We'll see you next time.